cars are going to feel loose. It's hot, slick, old surface. We know that story. But if you tighten that thing up and go over the line and you have those front tires not turning, you're in trouble, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a tough racetrack as we look at the weather right here. It's an absolutely perfect day today, 78 degrees, light winds. We've got some clouds in and out. That'll be that. If those clouds go away and that sun comes out, that could put some confusion into these guys with what they're feeling in their cars.
These stages, of course, 80, 85, and 102 laps. 45 miles an hour is pit road speed, and the fuel window 66 to 70. Let's get back to Larry and talk race strategy here.
Yeah, this is our straight talk wireless race strategy. Manage your tires. Get all you can when they're new, but don't abuse them early. Don't jump the cushion. You have to run the walls. The guys talked about it the entire pre-race, but it's so easy to get in that wall and damage your race car. You need to be good on the long run. It's a delicate balance between short run speed and long run speed, but we know this race normally has some long green flag runs.
Teams have 9 new sets of tires, and there's qualifying scuffs. That's one more set than last week to work with. Here's some radio from Bubba Wallace.
All right, boys, great job yesterday. Really good car. Looking forward to today. Long run on tires. Attack what we need to, manage what we need to. Make sure we take care of it up on the wall. We'll see it all the way through to stage 3 this week. Look forward to the end of the race here.
We've got 5 drivers we'll be riding along with on today's FS1 coverage. Here is William Byron. His Valvoline Chevrolet will have the rear spoiler cam looking forward there.
Ready?
Some up-close shots of that outside wall. And here is Austin Cindric, Ford Performance Cam, with a 360-degree view of Austin at work. 54 will be the Toyota cam. On board Ty Gibbs, and that's the front bumper cam you're looking at on the right of your screen.
Got a lot better weekend for him this starting off here. Keep an eye on Ty Gibbs.
And coming off a third place finish last week, Ryan Preece, BuildSubmarines.com. Camera on board his number 60.
Here we go, Papa.
His boss, Brad Keselowski. The next Lizette cam with a spoiler cam as well on his number 6. Here comes the
flag is out. Boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Out front as we're underway in Homestead.
Yeah, and we've seen that all weekend. That bottom lane fires off better than the outlane. It's a lot easier.
34, number 2, number 35, and number 35, Casino.
You broke off right there, and I thought you were getting ready to call a horse race.
And number 35, a NASCAR driver, number 35 from Casino.
3 different distinct lines of this racetrack. They're all over the place already.
Oh, spinner almost. One car lost control.
Lost control.
However, we are able to continue, and that was the 41 custom.
And that immediately jams everything up, and you see all the lanes that these guys can choose from, especially in turns 1 and 2. You can do the same thing down in turns 3 and 4, but the end result is going to be up against the fence to be fast in this corner down here.
Tire management. You cannot stress it enough, and it starts right here. Get this thing sorted out. Try to get some track position, because obviously this is the best chance to do it when everybody's bunched up. But be easy on those tires.
And that's so hard, because you have to keep your track position in order to be where you want to be with this car. So you have to abuse the car enough to be able to try to defend yourself and put yourself in that position. And really what that means is don't slide the back of the car. Don't slide the front of the car. More the back than the front. Because every time you slide the back of that car, it's just taking life away from the tire.
Remember, this track has progressive banking. The top groove is the steepest. The bottom groove is the shortest, but the shallowest. It should all even out by the time you get to the end of the corner. Sometimes it does, but often that top groove is the fast groove.
Well, that presents the problem, Mike, and I'm glad you said that. You can't just drive through them. Once they're locked on that wall, you get to them. We've seen it with Larson, saw it yesterday in the Xfinity race. Eventually, you've got to do a slide job or do something to move out of that preferred green on the outside.
Well, we see Kyle Larson right here, and indubitably, he's the best guy up against the fence. He and Tyler Reddick, and that puts a lot of pressure on those guys in the rest of the field when they have to get up there against the fence and try to make the lap time that those guys make, and that's when we see guys get themselves in trouble. That good at it is those two.
Well, we just witnessed a a podcast word of yours, Kevin. There's no chance that your vocabulary owns that word, so impressive.
Indubitably. All right, Tyler Reddick went up to the top to pick up the 9 of Chase Elliott. Here is Elliott going after Kyle Larson and getting it done. Christopher Bell just ahead.
Well, you see the speed right there that Tyler Reddick had through the middle of the corner. As you see Ryan Blaney up into second place right there off the bottom. You got a lot of options, but I'm telling you guys, the more you run the bottom in 3 and 4, the life is coming off the tires. You have to keep that thing as high as possible, as much as possible, or you're going to fall off sooner.
Well, look at Kyle Larson. There's nobody that has more time on this racetrack, seat time, than him. In the truck race and the Xfinity race, he's being easy on these tires. He's being very patient on the takeoff at the start of this race.
Nobody's led more laps here than Kyle Larson. 626 of those in the Cup Series.
Leading laps. You might have a new leader here getting into one, Blake to the inside.
And that's exactly what you want to do. In my opinion, the best way to finish this pass is to get to that quarter panel in whatever the strong corner is of your car and make that pass with a slide job. You didn't see Blaney finish that pass, and that's what allows people to keep up and is the frustrating part of what happens today.
Now watch the 5, bottom of your screen. Watch the wall. Watch the contact.
Well, they found it. We know that's already done. But love this battle up front. Going to have to be careful here if you're Blaney because Barry is coming on the outside. If that car gets side by side and drag him down the straightaway, slow both of the leaders down, he might be able to do the old two-for, Kevin.
And if I'm sitting on the pit box, I want my driver to be aggressive, just like Kyle Larson is. I think that you can get away with a lot of risk here. Taking a lot of risk. This car is very durable when it rubs up against the wall like that. And
that was a little close for Tyler there. And here we are for the lead off turn number 4. Blaney trying again, but on the high side, Bowman with the edge.
Doesn't surprise me. Didn't see the speed out of this 12 car yesterday in practice, but certainly knows how to get around this place. Alba had it won last year.
So those 8 laps, the first laps that Bowman has led on this speedway. Ryan Blaney goes to the front. Ford Chevy Ford at the front. Only one driver had to start in the back. That was Eric Jones, who had damage to the underbody in practice yesterday. Coming around a complete lap number 9, Ryan Blaney out front in Homestead. Ryan Blaney leads the Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Josh Berry up to second spot. Ahead of Holster Alex Bowman. Today's aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Since 1925, the Goodyear blimp has been inspiring fans to keep looking up and keep driving forward. 14 complete. Blaney with a 1-second lead over Berry, Bowman, and Briscoe. And here's the 5 again. Close encounter with the outside wall.
yeah, it's definitely, he's working on finding out how thick that right rear quarter panel is, but he's put that thing to use this weekend.